Because if you're in your mid-30s, you know that said divorce directly played into your ability to have children. Where are you guys? My life as a mother is just, it's gone. And I'm angry. I'm heartbroken.
What's going on with y'all, man? Welcome back to Yells 101 TV. You already know what we're doing. Reacting to another video. All right, HL Talk That Thought. Link is going to be in the description if you want to check out the original video. But you know, over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to react to it for the people who mess with me. You know what I mean? And we're going to have that good dialogue like we always do. But all right, if you like the content, please subscribe, like for the algorithm. Definitely comment, because we love to have that dialogue. We love to have the conversations. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. And let's get into the video. Let's go.
Would really appreciate tapping into the mid-30s divorced women TikTokers. I don't know where you are, but I need you. I'm looking for the women who are several months, if not several years, out of their divorce. Mine was in the fall of 2020. And I just want to talk to you guys and hear from you guys about just like how the f you do it.
Fall of 2020, and you're still crying over it. Young ladies, if you're watching, if you get married, stick with your husband. It's going to be your best bet. Of course, pick the right husband, but then once you get him, keep him.
How do you carry on?
And knock my headphones
How
off.
do you not let this destroy you? Because if you're in your mid-30s, you know that said divorce directly played into your ability to have children. Where are you guys?
What did she just say? Did she just say my divorce directly affected the way that, hold on, I need to hear that again.
Your ability to have children.
She said her divorce affected her ability to have children? Come on now. What is she talking about? Maybe if you would have stayed with your husband, trying to have babies with your husband, maybe you could have some kids, you know what I mean? But maybe you were always not able to have kids. But you can't blame your divorce, which you caused. You said you divorced him. She said she divorced him. So who are you blaming now? Are you blaming yourself? Blame yourself. Don't blame the divorce. Blame yourself, because you caused the divorce.
Where are you guys? And do you need me as badly as I need you? Or have you somehow miraculously figured it all out? And either way, I want to hear from you. The hardest part of my divorce, and I don't know if this is the case for other people, for me, the hardest part is feeling like I am perpetually in an alternate timeline. And it feels like that because I never pictured a future or a reality where I wasn't going to be with my ex-husband and the community and family that we had. And I just find myself like over and over experiencing these moments of like, just, it's not supposed to be this way. Or like, I feel like I'm in the wrong timeline.
It's not supposed to be this way, but you caused a divorce. You wanted the divorce. You divorced him. And then you divorced everybody in your little circle that you had with your husband. That's what people don't realize, is you don't just divorce your significant other. You don't just divorce your husband, but could possibly be divorcing some of your guys' friends that you have together, his friends that you maybe became friends with and became friends with their wives or their girlfriends. You're divorcing his side of the family that you could have got close with. You're divorcing a lot, not just the husband. That's what a lot of women do not understand.
I had a moment this morning where I was emptying the dishwasher and just putting dishes away, and I just broke down thinking, like, this isn't supposed to be my silverware. This is not supposed to be my plates. This isn't supposed to be my kitchen. All of this is wrong. How did I end up here? And I'm trying so hard to find the good parts of this new reality or dimension that I'm in. And I am finding them in pieces, but the loss and the pain and the confusion of what I thought my life was.
Today is my parents' 43rd wedding anniversary, and normally when people have an anniversary or they're thinking about someone that they've spent so many years with and love, they have lots of things to say, lots of photos to share, lots of gross I love yous. And this is what my father posted. Can you feel the love? And I was
You see what I mean? Her parents have been married for 43 years. Look like they're in for the long haul, okay? And she's over here critiquing how her dad expressed his love to his wife of 43 years. Critiqued it. This is the modern woman. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be the way exactly how she wants it. So if her husband did that, she would be, causing all type of hell in the household. And would probably lead to the divorce. He knows his wife, and that's just a post on social media. He probably gave her good loving that night. You know what I mean? You never know. Like, and what is she talking about? They raised her together in a married, happy family, and she's over here critiquing her dad, posting a little something about expressing his love for his wife of 43 years on their anniversary. It's crazy.
joking. I was joking about how feelingless that was. Until I checked my mother's Facebook and realized that she blocked me.
Good. As she should have.
And I should not be shocked by this because the last time she spoke to me was on Christmas Eve, which was after an argument when I finally opened up to her that the reason I'm so hurt by her actions at that time and throughout the years is because I have never felt unconditional love from her or my father, and that I didn't really want to keep going anymore. And her response was to hand me the phone 24 hours after this conversation happened, to hand me the phone and tell me to call a hotline or a therapist, and then left the room.
Because what did you want her to do? What did you want her to do? It seems like you're very mellow. Seems like she's very mellow and whatever, but it seems like she's drama, wants attention. Her mom knows exactly what she's dealing with her. And that's why she blocked her on social media, because she probably critiqued her dad or whatever. And she's like, I'm not having this. You're not gonna disrespect my husband or disrespect me. Blocked. And you over here talking about I've never felt unconditional love, and it's probably a loving mother, loving father who is still happily married, who raised you, and now you're over here telling them you never felt loved. So she's like, hey, if you never felt love from me, and I probably gave you all the love I can get, man, here's this hotline, here's a number to a therapist. Seek help. You're an adult.
I told her to come back in the room to have an adult conversation with me and to share with her that what she had just done was the most dangerous thing you could do to someone who is struggling with their mental health. So for their 43rd anniversary, I'm going to celebrate by not celebrating and coming clean about the second most difficult part of my divorce, which has been abandonment from my parents. My mother worked full-time. She went to grad school. My father refused to finish college. He did not get a full-time job, so he never had a 401k. He never brought in health insurance. My mother was the one who did all of that, and she wasn't able to do it on one income, so her family contributed financially instead of my father.
And guess what? She still loved him. She married him and she stuck by his side, and they're still together after 43 years. Isn't that amazing? And she over here hating. She hating on her dad. You see why her mom blocked her and really didn't want to have a conversation with her about nothing? Blocked.
Now, my mother went back to work while my father took care of me while I was an infant. And when my mother fell ill a few years later, my father ended up taking on the caretaker role. So, it's not like he was 100% incompetent or incapable, but there were issues. And
why are you worried about the issues of something where you said a few years later after you were born, you weren't affected by that. You don't even know what happened. He took care of your mother while she was ill. And you over here complaining. Tell me he's not totally incapable. Get out of here, bro.
And I internalized those, and I heard conversations about them, and I developed beliefs around this. One of the most fundamental things that I learned was that you need to ensure that the man is comfortable emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, all costs, including your own well-being. I also learned that you're supposed to go to therapy to find ways of suppressing your basic needs so that the man's needs can be met and you can live copacetically. My mother also taught me that I would never get to keep a man if I didn't put out. She would give me tips on how.
Her mother needs to do courses. Her mother needs to have seminars. Her mother needs a podcast or something. Her mom know what she doing, right? She stayed in this marriage for 43 years, and she like, baby, if you want to keep your man, you better put out for him. Come on now. Simple as that. I mean, it's not that hard. Us men are not that difficult to please. Just bring us peace, bring us food, femininity, niceness, and having you put out for your husband. Simple.
How to boost my father's ego when it was clear that he needed it. And so I just really developed these fundamental beliefs that my survival was dependent on making sure that the man was always okay.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for this video. But what I do have to say is this girl, this woman's mother is a gem. I mean, she know how to keep her husband happy. That's what it sounds like to me. She know just how to keep her husband happy. She said she didn't hold out on sex. She boosted his ego when she needed it. She took care of him when she needed it, when he needed it. I mean, it looks like and he took care of her when she needed it. It seemed like they were a very fine, balanced couple, and they're still together after 43 years of marriage. And that's crazy. And she's over here hating on that and trying to put stuff in her mom's ear to leave her father because she got a divorce. So we know what her mom did, blocked her. Hey man, get out of my face with that. Like, I love your dad. He loved me. We together. It's 43 years. It's do or die with us. And she over here trying to sabotage it. But what's crazy though, this girl, this woman here, she's 37. I think I seen on the TikTok that I did see of her. 37 years old. I'm gonna lie, she looks really good for 37. But she is BSC. You know what that stands for? Bad shit, you know the rest. Crazy. But for real. But all right, that's the end of the video, man. Hey, if you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Comment. Let me know what you think about this lady trying to break her parents up. It's nuts because she got a divorce. Also, like the video for the algorithm. Hit the notification bell if you do subscribe so you can know when I'm dropping the videos. All right. And just like that, I am out. I'm gonna holler at y'all next time.